Hello everyone and welcome back to Tea With Me. I'm Michelle C.
I'm Michelle K.
Grab yourselves a cuppa and
Nice cup of tea. We're going to look at some Reddit stories today. So first one, a little bit disturbing.
Oh, okay.
To start us off with.
I'm going in blind, people,
Yeah.
so I've got no idea what's coming.
My husband curses our baby out when no one's around.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Sounds horrendous.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. I'm shocked as I'm writing this. I don't even know what to say to him. This happened yesterday night and tonight. Also, English isn't my first language. My husband and I, both 30s, had a baby girl in September. We wanted to become parents and he was over the moon when I told him I was pregnant. Ever since she was born, he's been super involved. He longs for any opportunity to hold or feed her. He's the one bathing her in the evening as part of her bedtime routine.
Oh.
We have a baby monitor that we usually turn on once she's asleep. Yesterday, while he put her to bed and sat next to her crib, I was hanging out in the living room when I heard some talking and realised the baby monitor was on. The volume was quite low, so I couldn't make out the words at first, but when I turned it up, I froze. Oh, God. What I listened to was my husband talking to our baby, basically insulting her and cursing her out. This sweet man sat next to the crib saying things like, "I hate you so much, you have no idea. That's right, you heard me, you little..."
Oh my...
I don't want this to be deleted, so I won't go into too much detail, but what the fuck? When he came to join me in the living room, I asked him if everything was all right, without mentioning what I heard. And he was completely normal, the sweetest guy. So tonight I turned the baby monitor on ahead of time purposefully to listen in on them again, and he did it again. I'm so confused. The way he speaks to our baby is horrifying. I'm not sure I should be worried for her safety and how to even approach this.
Well, when he's out one day, pack up and do one.
Jeez.
That's disgusting.
That's horrendous. A little baby.
Is this a true off my chest?
It is off my... Yeah.
Wow. I'm speechless.
Speechless.
I don't know what to say to that because it just...
How can you talk to a baby like that? Your baby.
Yeah.
As well. I would be very worried.
Yeah. She has to protect that child.
She has to get that baby out of there.
Even if that's the extent of it and that's the fullest, the damage.
That's enough.
Yeah, that's enough
Yeah.
to do horrendous damage.
Yeah.
Poor baby.
I know. So how old is the baby?
But why is he...
She
Like
doesn't say...
he's going out of his way to spend time with the baby
And then
like
saying, I hate you.
playing the doting father.
Doing the bath and
But then
feeds
to
and
do...
wanting
Why?
to hold her all the time, and then to say, I hate you.
This guy's very unhinged. Clearly got some,
That is very unhinged.
got some issues to... Yeah. I would
Okay.
be...
We'll head to the comments.
Yeah.
Top comment. This is such a terrible situation to be in. I agree with a lot of the comments saying that you should record this when it happens again if you're able. Yeah. You need the proof.
Yeah, you do. You need the evidence.
I have seen some people suggest reaching out to a psychologist or lawyer before confronting him. I don't necessarily agree unless you plan on doing either of those things within the next few days. I wouldn't sit on this too long.
No, you can't.
Yeah, you have no idea if these are just cruel words or if he wishes to harm your baby. And the longer you sit on this, the more chances he has to be around her or alone with her. Record him, and yes, do not confront him alone. Who knows what he might do if pushed into a corner. This could be postpartum depression, as others have mentioned, but we aren't capable of giving that diagnosis.
No.
Which is why it's important to confront him with a third party and a recording.
Yeah.
Best of luck, OP. I'm so sorry you're dealing with this.
It's awful.
I know.
Has OP posted an update at all?
Nothing.
How long ago was this?
This was 184 days ago.
Poor child.
I'll just check, because it's a throwaway account. I'll just check.
Right, yeah.
Oh, she has made some comments, though.
Okay.
So she said that the baby monitor was just left on from the afternoon nap by accident. They forgot to turn it off. when he came, I asked if you were okay, and he said everything was fine. Yeah. She then goes on to say, I didn't know postpartum depression was a thing for men. I feel stupid. I definitely want to take over nighttime routine now. I'm really freaking out reading all the comments, but I also want to record it at least once so he can't deny it if I talk to him about it.
I'd be out of there.
I don't feel like he would ever hurt her, but I couldn't ever forgive myself if something happened to her that I could have prevented.
She could never have predicted this because he's
he's been the doting dad.
Yeah, so he's like being that I'm lovely, wonderful, and then secretly behind everyone's back.
Yeah.
So there's no way.
Mm-hmm. Someone's asked an important question. They've said, what tone of voice does he use? I've got a pretty dark sense of humour, and sometimes I say inappropriate things to my dog. It's stupid, I know, but when I say it, I use a high-pitched sing-song voice, but would never do that with my child. Could he be joking? I doubt it.
A baby?
And OP has replied, no, that's the thing. He's almost whispering and doesn't say it in any kind of cute way at all, just sort of monotone, not like him at all. That's even worse. That's
sounds
like
possessed.
Yeah, that's like he's completely detached from reality.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Is he threatening to hurt the baby? You need to ask him what's going on ASAP. I wouldn't leave him alone with your child anymore.
Thing is, he's hurting the baby emotionally.
Yeah, even though she's too young to know.
But the memory, even though the child may grow up without the actual memory, the imprint of that negativity will stay there.
Yeah. And OP replied, I haven't heard him threaten to hurt her, but then again, I've only heard him twice. I don't know how long he's been doing this. God, he could have been doing it since she was born.
How old is the baby, did they say?
They just said from September, but obviously this is an old post.
Yeah.
I would imagine no more than like a few months old, though. Someone said, dang, he either had a baby just to please you or he doesn't want a baby girl. You obviously can't stay with a guy like that. Think of the nightmare your kid would have growing up. I strongly advise you to record him for a month so you have plenty of evidence to put before a judge come custody time. I don't think it needs to be a month.
I don't think it needs to be a month. I think that's too long. That's a gamble. Record it once, pack your bags, and off you go with baby.
Once or twice, because if she does it once, he could argue it was a one-off weird mental episode or something. Once is enough, but I would do it 2 or 3 times. And I know that it's not ideal, but she replied to that saying, he told me he doesn't care about the gender of the baby, but has a slight preference for a girl.
Well, in the meantime, I certainly wouldn't ever leave him like alone in the house. Or,
no,
allow him
definitely
to take
not.
the baby out by himself.
Yeah.
So always be there.
Yeah.
Sorry, my phone. I'm just going to put this.
Please, when it comes to sit down for custody talks, do not let him get any alone time with her ever. Don't try to forgive him for this or say, but he's her father. That doesn't mean he's a good or safe person to have around a child he tells that he hates. You don't want either of you to become victims. Too many women and children end up pushing daisies because people gave too many chances. Oh, God. I mean, the whole thing is just tragic.
That's awful.
Yeah. I can't believe there's no update.
I know, it's such a shame.
I really wish we knew that she got out and that her and the baby are safe.
Well,
but I hope they are. I really hope they are.